Alright, hello, my name is Eric Pomeroy, and this is my video for the Google Apps for Education Ambassador positions. Um, the application that I'm going to be talking about today is Classcraft, which is a tool that I personally use in my classroom and that integrates directly with the Google applications. So this is the home screen. As you can see, is a fantasy-based classroom management software meant to kind of gamify things in the classroom. And so I'm going to go ahead and get signed in here so you can kind of see what Classcraft is all about and how it works with Google. First, signing in. Oh, it didn't ask me to sign in, but you can sign in directly with Google. It's a Google account that you can create this with. And this is the teacher homepage here, and I have set up a demo class so we can take a look at some of the features without compromising the confidentiality of my students. All right, so in a Classcraft game, you have this open window, and I actually have a separate TV screen that I use for this that I have this pulled up on so that the kids can see it too. But you've got your list of students over on the left over here. The players are broken into different teams, and you've got all kinds of little buttons and stuff that you can manage here. But they have hit points, action points, experience, and gold pieces. And all of these integrate into behaviors in the classroom. So for instance, if I have a student demonstrating a behavior, there you can set hit point values for these, and this is completely customizable to what you want to have happen. So you can hit that, and she would take damage to her hit points, and you can give it to her, and then she takes damage, and you see her hit points go down. You can give students experience for positive things, correctly answering questions, helping other students, being positive and hardworking, things like that. Again, completely customizable stuff that you can get out. So you have negative reinforcement for negative behaviors with the hit points, positive reinforcement for positive behaviors with the experience, which is how they level up, which is their levels right here. You know, healers, mages, and warriors. And they all have different powers that they can use, and their powers are used by using the action points over here. So for instance, we've got this mage Eric, and he'll use his power mana transfer, and he gains experience, and it takes his stuff, and it transfers stuff to his friends, who then, one of his teammates was a healer. Nope. There we go, and we can use heal on the person who just took the damage, and so there's a collaborative aspect to it as well. Now, I know you're probably wondering, what does Google have to do with this? Well, Google implements in a couple of ways. First, the students can sign up with their Google accounts, so if they have a Google account, they can sign up for this or join your class with using Google, which is what my kids do on their Chromebooks. Google also and I don't have a Google Classroom set up at the moment, but you can use your Google Classroom to award your students through the gradebook. So you can link directly to your Google Classroom gradebook and award students experience or damage their hit points based on their grades that they're getting in the classroom. And then the other side of things is you have interactive classroom content, which you could add a section like discussion posts, where you could put discussions, and I need a description. There we go. And in discussion posts, we can add a post, and here is where we can create it as an assignment. They can get rewards for it. So student reward, they'll get 100 experience and 50 gold pieces. There's a due date for it. And if all of their team hands it in, they can get another 100 experience and another 50 on top of that. We'll save that. Oh, enter a title. All right, and so you can put descriptions, instructions, all this kind of stuff, tags, allow comments, all of that. Oh, enter some content. So here's where they would have their stuff that you would like talk about your discussion, and then when they go to post the assignment, they can actually, and I probably have to be on the student side of things, but on the student side of things, when they go in here and they're actually posting an assignment, they can use Google Docs to create their assignment, hand it in here. It gives you an on time, a late. When it was handed in, you can get feedback there. This will be the file or the Google Doc file that you get from them to do that kind of stuff. So you can use Google with it that way. So there's they use their Google accounts to sign in that integrates with Google Classroom for the grading, and you have the interactive classroom content, which can use apps like Google Docs to post in. And there's a lot of other fun stuff. I could talk about this for hours, but you have Adventures in the Wild, which is a boss battles. You create bosses for them to fight, little creatures or characters for them to fight based on questions that you're doing in class. You have the daily events, which has random, strange things happening that can be either good or bad, that are a lot of fun to do. You actually have a messaging system, so students can message you things. They can't message each other unless you allow it, or I don't even think you can allow it, but they can't message each other. They can only message you. You can post class announcements in here. If you're in a situation where parents are allowed to communicate, you can do parent announcements too that way. And then you have analytics about gaining and losing hit points, so you can see trends and stuff. I use that for certain things as well. And so it's a really fun thing, especially at least at my school where the boys are. They have all bought into this quite a bit, and it's just a daily part of the routine that we do, and we like it quite a bit. So yeah, that would be my plug for this application for using Google in the classroom through this. And I hope you enjoyed this little short demonstration and are intrigued and want to learn more. Well, thank you for your time, and we'll talk to you soon.